Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Paula, and on this platform we discuss about designer fashion, luxury and lifestyle, but in a more practical and sensible way. Today, let's discuss about shopping in Paris. So the first part of this video, let's go through where you can shop in Paris. Probably the answer everywhere, but there are certain areas where there are more stores kind of combined in that area. And then on the second half of the video, let's look what I bought from Paris. I think it's quite general knowledge that Paris has some really nice shops. It's easy to shop and kind of it can be even overwhelming, to be honest, because there's just so many stores. And even though Paris has so many shops and boutiques and everything to offer, our trip was not focused only on shopping. So there is a lot of places I'm gonna mention that we didn't even go to because we didn't have time or the energy or interest. So at least my philosophy with shopping, at least in this trip, was more about buying the stuff that I had already kind of been looking at. So we didn't just go from store to store in Paris to just kind of see what we could buy. It was more about I wanted to look at this store, I want to go to this, and then we went to those. But there is so many places in Paris where you can shop, so let's have a look at some of them at least. I probably don't even know about all of them. So if we start with department stores, so there are quite many. I think the most famous one is Galeries Lafayette. It has multiple locations in Paris. I think the most famous one is in Boulevard Haussmann, so close to the Opera House. And then there's also one on Champs-Élysées, a smaller one. The one close to the Opera is actually divided in 3 separate houses. So there is one for women, one for men, and one for home stuff. So just to keep in mind that there is plenty of things. Next to Galeries Lafayette, there is Printemps. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing these incorrectly. And I think it's like same idea as Lafayette, but smaller. So Printemps also has been divided into 3 different houses or sections, but they are a lot smaller. So they have, I think, women, men, and then beauty plus home, something like this. And even though Lafayette is probably the most famous and everyone goes there and all of that, Printemps has the same stuff and it's less crowded. So, I mean, of course, Lafayette has more because it's bigger, but in general, they carry the same brands approximately. They are close to each other. So I don't know how much the pandemic has affected Paris right now on our trip. If there would have been more or less people, it was kind of crowded sometimes, but Printemps is a lot more quiet. So if you enjoy kind of browsing in a more relaxed way, I would kind of suggest that to kind of go and shop because they have the same stuff in a smaller scenario. Of course, there's some differences, but in hindsight. So yeah, I really like Printemps. I would say even I would prefer it because it's easier to shop there from my own perspective, coming from a country where there is a lot of distances and not so crowded, so it's kind of easier to approach. There is also this very old department store called Bon Marche. We did not go there this time, but that's something that maybe on our next Paris trip I would want to visit. It's supposed to be very lovely and probably carries exactly the same brands. And then there is Les Samaritaine, probably not exactly how you pronounce it. We did not go to this one either, but there are plenty of department stores if that's what you're looking for. There are also others that do carry more kind of contemporary brands only, so no luxury stuff. So kind of depends on what you're looking for. But department stores, they got plenty. Then if we kind of leave the department stores and start to look at boutiques, and especially kind of luxury designer world, I would personally go to Rue Saint Honoré, which is close to Louvre and Place Vendome, kind of in that area. But it's very easy to get to Rue Saint Honoré from different places, basically. And it's just a long street that has a lot of shops. So for instance, Goyard and Moynat have their boutiques on that street. But then there is all the brands, Balenciaga, Saint Laurent, Prada, Versace, like a lot, like designer brands, Valentino, they are on that street. Chanel has a store on that, Dior has one, and it kind of goes, and then you can also have the Hermes flagship store, kind of one side is on that street as well. So it's just that I would say, like, if you only can go to one place, I would go to that street. It also has contemporary brands on that, so if you like a mixture, there is Sandro and Mage, Longchamp. So like there are other stores as well. If you are looking at the Chanel flagship store on Rue Cambon, it's very, very close to Rue Saint Honoré, so you can just kind of make a pit stop on Rue Cambon. It also has the For Le Page, that's also close to the Chanel store if you are into Chanel. Personally, I'm not, so we didn't go to any Chanel boutiques, and that was also part of, like, we wanted to do other stuff in Paris than shop, so I'm not into Chanel, so we didn't spend time there. I've gone to some of the boutiques in Paris. They are very lovely, but yeah, not this time. Just didn't have the interest for that. Very much close to Rue Saint Honoré, there is Place Vendome. So it is a huge opening that is surrounded with high-end jewelry stores. And in the corner of Place Vendome, there is a big Louis Vuitton boutique, which is, I think, in 3 floors. So it's a big one. And I would say, like, there are many Louis Vuitton boutiques around Paris, as well as in the department stores. But there are 2 bigger boutiques that many people like to go to. One is on Place Vendome and the other one is on Champs-Élysées. On Champs-Élysées, they have the flagship store. I would still, like, if you are not all set to go to the flagship store, I would probably go to the Place Vendome because there was no line. It's easier to get in. For the flagship store, there is always a line outside. Before the pandemic, the line was even longer than it was now. So, like, of course, we all have preferences and we want to visit different places. For me, it was enough to visit one Louis Vuitton because we have Louis Vuitton here. I don't need to really queue up to that, so I just wanted to see one. So we went to the Place Vendome store. But that's just preference. But yeah, just a tip or my personal opinion from that. We can move now to Champs-Élysées. So it is, I don't even know how many kilometers long, probably one of the most famous streets in Paris. And it has different price range boutiques and stores on both sides of it. but there is, as mentioned, Louis Vuitton flagship store. Dior moved from 30 Montaigne or Avenue Montaigne to Champs-Élysées, so they do have their current flagship store there, I think. And then Cartier has also their store, and then there is Sephora and Zara and all of this. So also kind of a mixture of high-end, low-end, or high-end high street there. But I think that's a street for everyone, and that's so great because it is one of the central places in Paris, at least according to tourists, I think. So it's nice that there is something for everyone. And yeah, we did visit the Dior store on Champs-Élysées. It was nice. They did not have the maison, so the home section over there, which was kind of a bummer. I was looking forward to visiting and kind of seeing and admiring. But yeah, a really pretty one and super nice service over there. But yeah, that would kind of be then if you're looking for those Champs-Élysées. And I think that probably 95% of all tourists end up on Champs-Élysées at some point. But yeah, there's also some eye candy or then bags to purchase or anything. Close to Champs-Élysées, there is Avenue Montaigne. And that is famous for having luxury boutiques after another on both sides of it. I think this is a bit like a snobby street. It might be my personal experience. All the boutiques have been very lovely. We went and looked in couple, but I felt warmer in other areas. But this is still like quite essential if you're looking at designer shopping in Paris. There is this restaurant called L'Avenue, which is the place to look up celebrities and rich people. So we did not go there. We were not really interested in that. But that's also something that quite many tourists might go. So something to think about. But on that street, it's very close to Champs-Élysées and Concorde. So that's also a place where you can do designer shopping in general. But as mentioned, if I would only need to name one, I would go to Rue Saint Honoré, because that has it all. If not on the street, then super close by. And I don't know, if you are like me or like us, and you also want to do other stuff while in Paris and not just shop, then that's a good place to kind of have it all in a way, so that you don't need to go to different places. But of course, we all are interested in what we are, so Paris is a good place to also do a lot of shopping. But yeah, so those would be the places where I would go designer shopping in Paris. Then I did mention in my wish list video, if you haven't watched that, if interesting, I will link it here if you want to know what I thought before the trip and then what I actually bought. But I did mention that I would want to visit some designer vintage stores because Paris is filled with them. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to do that, so I don't have any tips on that. I'm still interested to know if you have though, but in general, we just did not have time to do that. Because we were busy doing other things, but that will then be left for next time then. And the final kind of tip for luxury designer shopping would be going to the designer outlet, so the La Vallée village. I have made a separate video of this experience. I will leave it here and link it down below as well if you want to know more. There are plenty of luxury designer shops, so if you are interested in potential bargains, then that would also be an option. Although if you want to know about my experience and why I most likely will not be going back next trip, then feel free to look at my video of my experience there. But that's also one option for designer. But hey, before we move forward in this video, and if this is something you're interested in, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me. But definitely, please do come back here. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I think you would also like it here. Well, moving from designer world to all the other stuff. So at least I am still interested in other boutiques as well, and like Paris focused stuff, or France or French brands in general. So there are different areas or shopping malls that are good for contemporary or high street. In Paris, in these areas that I have mentioned, there is also contemporary and high street stores kind of here and there. But in addition, Chatelet-Les Halles is one place that has a big shopping mall underground. So that could be one place to go do some high street or contemporary brand shopping. Then another shopping mall is in La Défense. So it is a bit of a ride from the exact city center, but the Metro Line 1 and the regional train A, I think, goes there. So it also has like this big shopping mall, if that's interesting. If you're just looking at like specific stores and boutiques, I would probably head over to the Marais area, which is very much in the city center. They have different stores, high street and boutiques such as Veja. I still don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce this brand. And this was actually something I did go in because I wanted to buy sneakers from there. I looked at their options and there was only one pair that I actually liked. I tried, but it was one size, but it was tad too small for me, and they did not have the one size bigger. So I didn't buy anything from there. I wanted to, that was very high on my wish list, but if they don't have my size, then what can I do? I didn't have the energy to go to Galeries Lafayette anymore to look, because they also carry the brand. So I've just ordered them once I got home. So it's just, I wanted to buy them from there, couldn't. So now I'm waiting for my package to arrive home from, I think, Zalando or something. So no harm done. But if Veja is something you're looking at, then head over to Marais. And yeah, so they have multiple different boutiques there. I would say more like high street, contemporary, and then also like local boutiques that carry a lot of nice stuff. So that's also a good place to go and shop. And they also have a lot of restaurants there. So I love that area. Would recommend that. Now I think we can move on to the exciting part, which is the haul. I'm hoping that's also exciting. I think I'm gonna actually start with this, which is not from Paris, if I'm completely honest. I bought this on my work trip to Stockholm just a week and a half before I went to Paris, and I thought once I'm opening stuff, we can also have a look in this one. So this is how it is packed. It is such a beauty. And if you haven't really seen this type of packaging from Christian Dior, it is from their Privé line, I think. And then I got a massive amount of samples. So the salesperson was very generous, I have to say, and very lovely. So I have Happy Hour, Rose Kabuki, Spice Blend, and Lucky. So I can have some samples in addition to these. And I have to say, like, Dior, I'm not surprised because it's Dior, but still, like, it is cosmetics and it's still packaged so nicely. I have been here, so it was even nicer before. But yeah, so I did also get a bigger sample, this size. It is empty because it's in my handbag right now. It's Holy Peony, so my favorite one, and I got to choose the bigger sample myself, and then the smaller one she just gave to me. But yeah, let's get in here. So this is how it is. There is a dust bag, or I don't know what it is. And I have 2 perfumes and a candle. So the candle is Amber Nuit. Yeah, these are fabulous candles, and the scent is just amazing. So I got myself a candle, a new bottle of Holy Peony because my old one is running out, and you probably have heard me say it before, but this is my absolutely favorite perfume. During the pandemic, they don't sell these here in where I live, and Dior doesn't have these in the online store, or these can't be ordered here. I don't know if it is about the liquid or what it is, but yeah, once I got to my business trip, I was just like, I'm gonna buy myself some perfume. And then I tested out this Eden Rock. This is a new one for me. So I just, very, very fresh. So this was not really from Paris, but I thought Dior is a French brand, so it goes. There is also this kind of pillow to keep this soft, and these are excellent for handbags to kind of put them into so that they maintain their shape. But yeah, so this was the first unboxing, is it? Something. Now we can move to the stuff that I actually got from Paris. And the first I did not actually pay, but I went to Louis Vuitton to get my luggage tag hot stamped with the Paris Louis Vuitton symbol, which is the Eiffel Tower, and it has the trunks that are building up the tower. And I loved this idea. For those who don't know, Louis Vuitton does hot stamping without any extra cost to their items. And this is from my Keep All. As you can see, it's quite old. It has water stains and all of that. I don't mind about that. But just, I went to the Place Vendome store to get this done. They do have a symbol for the Place Vendome store only, so an exclusive one for there if someone is interested in that. And I did actually ask, because this is a very old luggage tag. It's like 25 years old or something. So I did ask, would it be possible to purchase a new one so that I wouldn't need to be concerned for this part. And they said from that store that they only allow purchasing when you are repairing like a Keep All or a bag that comes naturally with a tag. So then they allow you to purchase. But they also told me that the Champs-Élysées store sells these, so that you can actually only go and purchase a luggage tag. And she said they cost around 50 to 55 euros. I'll take her word for it. I didn't try because we didn't go to that store. I didn't want to purchase these that much anyway. But just a tip, if you are looking for a souvenir from Louis Vuitton but don't want to spend that much money, try the Champs-Élysées store, or just take your old luggage tags or other things you want to get hot stamped and get a nice memory from Paris. But yeah, I love this trunks as the Eiffel Tower. But yeah, so this I didn't really buy, but I thought would be appropriate to show in this video. Then, for those of you who have already watched my La Vallée Village outlet video, you know what I bought, but I just felt like I'm gonna show these as well. So I bought 2 Longchamp Le Pliage totes from the designer outlet. And yeah, I'm not gonna focus on these that much in this video. So if you are interested to know more about these and the price and all my experience, hit to that video next. we also went to the Plen store, and there also is a video of my experience from Plen as well as unboxing this. So I will just quickly review what I bought in here. And if you haven't watched the Plen video but want to know more, then hit that video for more information. But I purchased a belt. So this is a black calfskin belt with this type of belt buckle. I really liked the simplicity of it, but still it has like something extra happening with the belt buckle. And yeah, so I really enjoyed this. But the most exciting purchase from Plen, a handbag. So I bought the numero 1 nano in this kind of taupey color, and isn't it cute? I'm really looking forward the time when I'm able to wear this when this video comes out. Hopefully I've had many chances to wear it already, but this is my newest handbag, and excitingly enough, my first contemporary handbag in many years that I have actually purchased, if I don't count like these kind of straw bags, because that is not a designer one that I have, but like proper leather handbags. So yeah, this is a cutie. And if you want to know more about the Plen bag, the first impressions and all kind of a review, that's going to be coming in the upcoming weeks once I've had enough time to wear it, and then we can have a look at how it lays on a 180 centimeter person. Do these adjustments, are they enough, etc. So if that's interesting to you, then please do come back for that. I am a big tea drinker, and one of my, if not the absolute favorite tea brands is this French, I don't know how this is supposed to be pronounced, so I will just write it down. But yeah, I did buy some tea, 3 to be exact. So, okay, he only wrote the name. That's fun. The name, but not really exactly what it includes. But these are all black teas. One of them is black tea with fruits and vanilla. One is black tea with rose and lavender. And then one is just an English, this is the English breakfast, so just the regular black tea. And then these are just regular loose tea, and then I splurged on one like proper display box. So this is black tea with rosy lavender, which means that this is fruity vanilla. So yeah, black teas, because that's the best. But yeah, this is just the quality in these teas is amazing. I love. These can be ordered online, but it's not really the same, is it? And just if someone is interested, we did buy some champagne to take home. Champagne is quite expensive here, and then in France where it's made, it's not that expensive. So we tried or wanted to buy some things that we actually haven't tasted before, so that we get some new experiences. But oh, this is from Galeries Lafayette's gourmet section. So they did have like a proper wine champagne shop. They call it the cellar, but it was on the first floor, so how much of a cellar is that really? But yeah, so some champagne for some nice moments. Alrighty, and then I did get a candle. There were some samples, but I have no idea where they are now. But this is from their Christmas collection, I understood. And the scent in this is like burned pine tree or like pine forest. That's like amazing. And actually my husband also really much enjoys this scent. So yeah, to get into the Christmas spirit, or I would say maybe to the winter spirit, but we decided to splurge on a candle from Diptyque, and they do have a boutique on the Rue Saint Honoré, but also like all the department stores carries Diptyque. But yeah, that was, I didn't really mean to buy any more scented candles because I have quite many here that I haven't really burned yet. But this was just too good to pass. So yeah, that was one purchase. Then I also visited the Hermes flagship store. It is in many floors, a lot of stairs and steps. Amazing, beautiful. The service was super good. I did not try to get any type of bag appointments or anything like that. We just went to have a look. And this is probably, I don't know, someone would think, why would you go to Hermes to purchase this? But this was something I wanted to buy. Here's my receipt. So it is one of their new nail polishes. Obviously it comes in its own little box. And this is the color I chose. It's Violet Byzantine, however to pronounce. It's like a really, really lovely dark purple or violet, or however the color is called. It has the beautiful Hermes kind of stamp on the front, and then this is what it looks like from the bottom. But yeah, just a little souvenir from Paris. I love nail polish. I do my own nails. I have quite many nail polishes. This is my first Hermes one. I tend to stick with OPI or Essie with my nail polishes, so I'm hoping that the quality in this is good. Really hoping, because it is my most expensive nail polish as of now, so hopefully it has good quality. They also gave me a nail polish or a nail file from Hermes. This is bougie AF. Imagine being outside and your friend asks for a nail file and you hand over a Hermes one. Yep. I don't know what that would say about me. But yeah, it's kind of nice that they actually print out, there's my name, like this type of invoice for a nail polish. But I guess that's Hermes, so of course they do that. But yeah, the service was amazing in the store, and super nice experience. And in that store as well, it was possible to kind of look around by yourself at first, and then go to the stand or to the place where you want some assistance. But yeah, that was my Hermes purchase. Here I have small bags, or small shopping bags. This is from APM Monaco. Oh, that's nice. This is also a proper unboxing. I haven't seen at all how this has been packaged since I bought it. Let's see. Okay. It has a little pouchy, which is very puffy. So it is a bracelet. It has its own pillow. This is kind of nice. A bracelet. This is sterling silver with, I think, like Swarovski crystals. And then this is the closing. So you kind of tighten this on your wrist. And I just thought that this was adorable and really nice bracelet for every day. And it wasn't too expensive at all, really. So kind of a nice souvenir for me, basically. But yeah, this is my first jewelry piece from APM Monaco. I have been very curious to try them because I have heard quite good things about them, but this was also something that I wanted to go somewhere where they sold it first before ordering online or something like that. So a trip to Paris gave a good excuse for that as well. Yeah, not really as pretty as it was before, but that was it. Then going on to the final purchase that I made. Kind of funny that the invoice is in this and the shopping bag is in this. I mean, like, oh well. There was this nicely creased tissue paper. But yeah, this is actually something I have opened because I wanted to wear them while in Paris. So maybe from the size of the box, you can see that it's a jewelry piece, a costume jewelry piece that is from Dior. Here we go. And let's see. So it comes with this booklet. I think it is like care instructions or something like that. And here is the dust bag. Am I the only one who thought that the previous gray, like velvety dust bags were more luxurious than these? I kind of feel that way. So these are the earrings that I got. I love these. I've been looking and eyeing on them for quite a while. And now when Dior is also shipping to my home country, a lovely change. I still was like, yeah, I don't want to order these. I want to see them, and I love it. They are shiny enough, but also tiny enough. And I love, like, Dior has the best costume jewelry earrings, in my opinion. This has such a cool design. Like, this goes over your earlobe here, and from the back it comes with this CD, and it looks like it came from behind your earlobe, but then it is just attached like normal way through the hole there. And yeah, this was my small gift to myself. I'm pretty sure this video is like a bit too long, and I'm sorry for that, but thank you whoever is still here. Thank you for joining me on this Paris shopping spree, I guess. And if you have any questions on the items or the stores that I mentioned in the beginning of the video, please do leave them in the comments down below. I'll try to answer them the best that I can. And yeah, before this video, I have put out 2 other Paris videos, the La Vallée outlet vlog, as well as then my experience shopping at Plen and unboxing the 2 items. So in case you wanna look at them next, then feel free to do that. I don't know where I was going with it, but anyway, thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.